Hello there, and welcome to Dean's N-Scale Trains, a YouTube channel that covers all things N-Scale, from N-Scale layout design and construction to model railroading scenery and structures to modern construction techniques and even electronics for the model railroader. Today I'm really excited to show you a layout design I've come up with that builds on my original Scenic Ridge layout. The N-Scale Scenic Ridge layout, with its lightweight and compact design, as originally offered and sold by Woodland Scenics, is put together from a kit, giving you a compact 3-foot by 6-foot layout. It's quite popular with beginners and a great way to learn about model railroad construction and scenery techniques. I thought it would be a great idea to build on the design concept and enlarge the original layout to fit a standard 32-inch by 80-inch door. HO model railroaders have their 4x8 sheet of plywood to use as a baseboard, but others have used a hollow core door available from all the big box hardware stores to build their N-scaled layouts. So today I'm showing the upgraded design I created that really improves on the original idea. One of the best things about the Scenic Ridge is that it's made up of foam pieces that you can easily glue together with a hot glue gun, so you don't need any carpentry skills. You can create the scenery using plaster tape and a mix of ground foam textures. By using this kit along with some N-scale track from different suppliers and some buildings, you can whip up a fantastic layout for around $500. And when you are done, you will have learned much about how to build and scenic an N-scale layout. I should point out that I am not affiliated with Woodland Scenic in any way, and that I had to purchase their kit with no support from that company. Today I'm going to describe and show you my new larger version of the Scenic Ridge, and also show you an operational example in 3D with 3 trains that I prepared with the SCARM software system. So let's get to it. Here's the Scenic Ridge in its original form. It has a great up and over folded oval shape, but it is limited in operational potential with only a small passing track and a single siding. In my version that I built a few years ago, I added 3 more sidings marked in blue on this design to boost its operational features. The larger layout I'm showing today goes further by adding several more sidings to give you much more operational possibilities. And with a hidden 2-track standard staging yard, it's possible to run up to 3 trains at a time. As always, I'm using the popular SCARM, Simple Computer-Aided Railway Modeler, software to design this layout. Again, I have no connection with this company that puts out SCARM. I just like to use the program. The software comes in a free version that allows you to use up to 100 pieces of track for your designs. Even with this limitation, the free version of the software has the ability to view your layout in 3D, complete showing changes in track and terrain heights. This allows you to check it out and see how it would look when constructed. But I soon got handicapped with the size limitation and bought the paid unlimited version. The next step up from here was to buy the Model Train Simulator extension for SCARM, which allows you to set up and drive multiple trains on your designed layout, choosing from a large selection of locomotives and rolling stock. Before I get into the bigger track design I made with SCARM, I want to show you some possible operations with 3 trains, a local mixed freight, a larger freight train, and a passenger train, all on the layout at the same time. After this demo, I'll show you the actual track design and go into its details. So here's a typical day in the operation of my new larger Scenic Ridge. It starts with the local engine picking up the passenger car loaded with miners. And then backing up and grabbing a couple of empty gondolas. It then makes its way up to the mine area. Backing into the siding to get off the main line. It will stay here all day. Then a through freight train comes through, passing through the town. and leaving a car at one of the sidings, at one of the industrial sidings. Notice how I can uncouple the car from the loco. Then it goes back on the main, picks up the rest of the train, and proceeds back up the line to the tunnel. A bit later, a passenger train comes out. Comes down through the town and stops at a station to add and subtract passengers. Then it passes back into the tunnel. The passenger train then comes back into view, passes through the town, and the mine, then disappears again into the tunnel. Once again, the freight train comes back, passes by the mine, around the town, and pauses to drop off a tank car at the oil depot. It then picks up its caboose and once again makes a circuit of the layout. The freight train has to stop at the station to allow the passenger train to pass. It comes by, takes the siding or the passing siding, and again disappears into the mountain, making the circuit. Back into the tunnel. Once again, the freight train starts up and disappears into the tunnel. At the end of the day, the local freight, which has been sitting at the mine, loads up the miners and heads back to town. Comes into the station. Then backs up into the siding, dropping off the loaded gondolas. And it stops at the station, lets off the miners, and then parks itself in the engine house. So now let's talk about my design for the larger 80 by 32 Scenic Ridge. So here's the station as I just defined it. You've got the five additional tracks, a classification yard, an industrial building on this siding, engine house here, another industrial siding with a grain elevator and the oil depot or whatever you want to put there, the mine with its siding and its station, and the two-track classification yard. The basic design of the Scenic Ridge is maintained. You've got a folded oval coming back upon itself. And here is the list of parts if you want to put this layout together. Again, I used Atlas Code 80 N scale track for this. So am I going to try to build this? Not in the near future. As my subscribers know, I've got two layouts in process, which I'm trying to combine into one. That will happen as soon as my unheated garage, heats up from this cold weather. Anyway, that's it for today. As always, I appreciate your watching. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel, Dean's N Scale Trains, and give me a thumbs up. Thanks again.